Well, hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do the third creature of my fantasy save file. We are going to create fairies, and I always do females. I'm gonna try to go for a male sim this time, which is gonna be a towny fairy male. So let me switch so that I don't forget. I don't know. It's crazy. I can actually forget to put him into a fairy. That's totally something possible. So, yep. Actually, don't mind this base, so I'm gonna go with this one. And as always, you're gonna get strip because for some weird reason, I see better when my sims have like just underwear on them. Just the underwears. Alright, so I'm going from top to bottom a little bit. Obviously, I do come back and forth. Do I have some? Okay, no, I don't vibe with it. I'm gonna go with something warm and very dark skin. Oh, that's too dark, baby. Let's not go overboard. Okay, this is fine. It could be darker, but you know, video games, it cannot go. I'm limited. I'm kind of limited, but it's okay. It's okay. Okay. I know. But I just love this, the waist on the man, and I just can't. It's just my. I love it. So I want this man to have a waist as well. Am I crazy for that? Am I the Antichrist? Okay, I keep saying what I'm doing, but at this point, there's multiple video of me doing Sims. What I want to talk about is more about the fairies itself. What are their roles in the world they live in? So my word is divided in kind of kingdoms. Those are kingdoms. It doesn't mean that you will physically see a castle. Like for example, you won't physically see the royal family. I mean, not at the start. I don't think that's maybe it's an idea that I want to go with. Maybe I'll explore this idea, but for now, yeah, that's not really the case. There's just people living there. So the fairies are a little bit the gardener. Um, but let's keep in mind that there's also the witches. The witches do gardening. Some witches do gardening. So they have this in common with the witches that do gardening. But most of the fairies do gardening, or it's a little bit like Tinkerbell. You know Tinkerbell? There's the gardening, and then, for example, there are the crafty fairies, the ones that like to create things. And there's the library, let's say the intelligent one, the library fairies, the ones that really, really like to be in books and spend time researching on any topic they want. So it's not like, oh, they only have one subject, any topic they want. It might seem, it kind of sound like it is very limited choice of career for them, but they actually do have quite a choice. And nothing says that if they don't like anything that's proposed to them, they cannot leave. They can leave, or even they can stay. Let's not be dramatic. They can stay and actually introduce their people to something new or something that they're not good at, and they gradually become better at it. So I've been doing a lot of sims with small lips, so I'm gonna go a little big this time. I want to test how big I can go because I'm kind of scared of fucking that part of making a sim. When it concerns this sim that I'm making right now, I do not know what they're gonna like to do yet. Uh, but their house is pretty bright. It's a bright house. So I think while I'm making them, while I see how they look, then it's gonna help me decide what kind of sim I feel like they should be. But obviously it's a townie, so I give them a kind of a start. I give them a start point, but that's on them to actually become who they want. Usually for my dark skinned people, I like to keep except one sim that's my who is Noelle. She's dark skinned but blue eyes, like those very African tribes. So yeah, she's the only exception, and her mother and father are from the same place. So yeah, the whole family is dark skinned, blue eyes, because that's a very specific genetic to have. But because this one is a fairy, I think having a light color, pink. Oh, okay. Having a pink is good. Okay. um, I'm sorry. Anyways, maybe a pink. Okay, I want pink. Not that bright though. I feel like this is a little scary. It's like a vampire. No, I want something still kind of warm because pink is a mix of like red. It's a variation of red, and red is hot. So yeah, I want a pink, but not the cold pink like this. I want a warm pink, a little more like that, closer to the red than the white. I don't want them to have cold eyes. This one I like a lot. I might go with this one. Let me try to. Great. I'm thinking about making the nose a little bigger. Maybe I feel like it's too small. I want it bigger, but this I'm gonna tone it down a bit. So it's still big, but like most of the time you have a little more shape here. By the way, maybe I want to change a little bit. Yes, I like that. To talk a bit more about the world, as I said, it's gonna be it is a kingdom. They all live in a kingdom. They have different rules, different values. I want to make clear that the fairies, contrary to other species, don't kill. Doesn't mean they cannot. Absolutely not. Doesn't mean they cannot. It just means that they prefer to not go that route. They have rules. Our species doesn't need to do that anymore. So let's just stop that. Maybe certain animals, like small animals, I don't know, rabbits, stuff like that. Maybe they were hunting those a lot. Now that time changed, they're not hunting anymore this way. I want to try dimples on this little cutesy. Ooh, yes. Okay, I really like those ones, so I'm gonna go with this. Those could be cute. Like a little bit like bunny teeth, but like sharp. Those ones are good. Good size. They're not too long. Bunny teeth make me think that maybe their alimentation is still like very in English that'll be herbivores. Herbivore. Let me check. Making YouTube video will probably improve my vocabulary. Yeah, an animal that feeds on plants. So yeah, there are herbivore. They are herbivore, but they defend themselves with their teeth. That's a good storyline. That's a good lore. You know what I mean? Because they have a lot of other creatures that could travel to them and they can meet. They can meet the sirens. Actually, no. That's crazy. They cannot meet the sirens. That's the worst example I could have given. They can meet the vampires, the werewolves, or the witches. So to defend themselves, they're like, bite. You know? I want to add blush. Understand why blushy blush? Because they cutesy pie at the end of the day. Maybe makeup, because I do not think I am able to change the intensity. Am I? I'm not. I'm gonna change their ears. Yeah. So I'm gonna use the no ears, and I'm gonna give them a special. Oh, that's what you look like. A special. Is it chick? Yes. Not bunny like. I don't. I know for the teeth, I want something a little bunny. This really do gives fairy. I wish they would be a little higher. This kind of gives fairy as well. I might give them this one. That's too big. For another kind of animal. Oh, that's a little mouse. It looks like a little mouse. It's so cute. Anyway, making me feel like this is the best choice. Tell me what you think about it. Is it too much if I add color like this? I'm gonna be honest, I don't really care. That might be a little feminine, but like, actually, who fucking cares? The blush that I was talking about earlier, yeah, a little bit of blush is always a good idea. I wish I could make the head rounder. I don't know how to explain it. It's not round. It's too like, maybe I just don't know how to do that. Hold on. Maybe I'm the problem. This thing has abs, even though it's fine to have abs. I don't want the abs. Oh, what? Ooh. See, I look at stuff, I'm like, oh, I have this. Yes, I do have this. Yeah, this one is fine. I'm so excited to use those. I do think I'm gonna add a little bit of hair, and I'm gonna remove. Back hair is absolutely not a thing. And then body, this needs to be added. How do you remove a tattoo? Why does it stay even though I'm clicking? Okay, this heart is staying. But I imagine braids. Braids would be nice, no? Okay, those are not braids, but look how good it goes. Oh my god, I don't know, it's like a pale pink. It is phenomenal. Let me see which one goes the best. This is great. Oh, I don't have... The color selection is not the best, to be honest. So I'm going with pink. Pink eyes, pink hair. Now it has to be fairy-like. How should I use this? So that it goes together? Yes, so just use that. You know, it just goes well. Oh, he's so fucking handsome. It's pissing me off. I almost forgot. Wait, am I crazy or did the tattoo? Oh yes, because I removed all the tattoos, so obviously the tattoo removed itself. I need a between those two though, but it's okay. If you have good realistic nails, maxi match realistic nails, please tell me. I'll be so glad. I'll be so thankful. And I'm pretty sure. Oh, what happened to you? Beautiful. It changes colors, and that is insane to me. You know what I should do? This should do CC that you can use in the, let's say, human form, you know, all those wings, but like on resting mode and like through the floor, like towards the floor when they are in human form. You can see the wings, but you just know they're not using it. And then when it, let's say, transform into fairy, they're like, the wings are like out and deployed. You know what I mean? That, I'm sure it is a thing. I should look it up. Maybe brown to remind of his, for example, to remind of roots. The pink because I decided that he has pink eyes, pink hair, you know. And the green for the leaves, you know. Yeah, I like it. I might go for the brown instead of the white because white is not very a color that is represented in nature. Some people may say nature is gay because nature is a rainbow of colors. I'm just saying. But look at that. It's my first fairy on my fantasy world. And I'm so happy with it. I was kind of scared because after the sirens, I was like, can I actually design different creatures and different, like, you know, species in The Sims without it looking kind of weird? But I think I can. I think the sirens were just a little challenging for me and I'm still not happy with it. But this is good because it's very close to what I'm used to, humans. That's why it was so, I think, smooth, the process for me. Other than that, guys, I'm gonna try to build a little more on my world. Tell me what you think about what I want to create about my world. The different kingdoms, the way the different species gonna live, their values and everything. And thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it so much, and see you next time. Bye bye.